Hey guys, Avatar here, welcome back. Gonna do another first look in Tower of Guns. It's an action indie game. Kind of has some roguelike features, which we'll talk about in a minute. By Terrible Posture Games. Evidently some guy named Joe created, so kudos to Joe, he did a pretty good job here. Currently on Steam for $9.99. It's on sale, about 30% off from its original price of $14.99 until March 11th, so you have a few more days to pick that up. Let's jump in, look at the options. He actually puts quite a few games to shame here, especially for this being an indie game. It has quite a bit of option menus. You got some mouse options. You got field of view, which is huge for a lot of games to have that. It's a lot of AAA games don't even have that. As well as DX9, DXL, AA enabled. You've got anisotropic as well, motion blur, bloom, depth of field, ambient occlusion, dynamic shadows. You got a little bit of everything there, and of course everything's key bindable, which is always nice to see as well. You have a collection here which shows you kind of everything that you've been able to find. As you can see, I haven't found much. I've played this game for about 3 hours or so. It's a pretty interesting game. I like it a lot. What I found out, as you can see, my record lifespan there's 28 minutes. You kind of have two different ways to go through each level. You can kind of go through it as fast as possible because it has a par time for the course, or you can kind of sit there and like kill everything, explore, because you can find secrets. Again, you can kill everything to get all the power-ups, which we'll talk about a little bit more when we get in-game. But as you can see, I kind of spent a lot of time trying to kill things, so I played one playthrough just 28 minutes. I've only played it 9 times, died all 9 times, haven't technically beat it yet. Very interesting game. There is permadeath, so that's how it's kind of like roguelike, as well as the levels, they are randomly generated. So although you always start in the foyer, basically everything after that's kind of random, as well as the levels themselves random. I've never played the same level twice, so it's not like you can just like memorize the layout or anything and just rush right through it, which is pretty cool. The bosses, there's several different bosses. They're all the same, but again, the levels are a little bit different, and which one you're gonna get and when you're gonna get it is different as well. So you start with 2 weapons. You start with the peas and carrots pistol, which is standard issue. Choose a better gun, it says. All right, fine. Start with a portable pizza thrower. Loaded with saw blades, not pizzas. Thanks for that. And I've unlocked Egon's Pride. I believe I unlocked this by completing a level underneath the par time. And Constellation Charger, I think I got that for beating Factory, which is one of the levels, I think. Then you can see, obviously, to unlock this gun, you get kill 250 spike ball launchers. Unlock this gun, find 4 secrets. To unlock this gun, 22 different items. And then over here, you have a perk. You start with Bluegrass and Live Ticket, and then you can unlock the rest of these. I usually use Bluegrass. I haven't experienced much fall damage, but I haven't gotten that far anyways. On the Steam page, it says that you can complete this game within like 2.5 hours if you can actually get through the whole thing. But again, it's kind of like a Risk of Rain type game if you've ever played that, where, you know, if you can do one whole playthrough, yeah, it only takes a couple hours, but it's hard to get through the playthrough, and it's all about getting new unlocks, getting achievements, or even finding different types of power-ups as you go to help your experience. As of right now, I use Bluegrass. Now, the weapons entering Cake Town, none. No par for Cake Town. The weapons I've found so far have no DPS differences that I've been able to find. I'll be honest with you, I haven't experienced Cake Town yet, so this is new. Well, let's see what this does. I'll continue my commentary. This is Cake Town. I've counted up your wins and losses. It looks like you've done 9 runs. Oh, boy. Oh, thanks, buddy. So I guess he's giving me some extra stuff here. Let's get some of that XP. So as you can see on the right-hand side, I just got my level weapon up to level 2. What's cool about this game is that you can rush through levels if you want. Nothing's stopping you from getting to the end of the level, which helps your par time. But what kind of ends up happening is you have to level your weapon up. You level your weapon, obviously, by killing enemies. But if you get hit by enemies, your XP goes down as well as your health. So, you know, you can get your level up to level 5, and then if you take a lot of hits, all of a sudden it's back down to level 2. So you have to kind of be wary of that. So let's go ahead and see what happens. New gun. 609mm handgun. Nice. Evidently there were secrets there. I didn't even realize it. Fair enough. So foyer, par is 351. Let's go ahead and I'm going to do just a normal run here, and let's see how fast I complete it, if I can even complete it. get these coins, which again, just kind of Risk of Rain-esque. You can go ahead and end up buying items or abilities if you can find them. These little guys spawn. They don't really hurt you. They just kind of help you. Well, they don't really help you, but you kill them. They give you health and XP. Of course, at a time, technically at a time penalty, if that's how you look at it. So once you go in the world, you see things start to spawn. These little cannons spawn, blow them up. It's pretty easy to kind of try to manipulate how they look, and they can't really face backwards, so if you can get behind them, you're good to go. And attacking this will open up to the next zone. There's usually secrets in every level, so you kind of usually want to look to see if you can find secrets. I don't know if I'm just blind or if they're just hidden extremely well, but I usually can't find secrets unless I like spend a lot of time. Sometimes you'll find like walls that you can walk through, or certain areas. Maybe like there's one level where there was lava, and like if I jumped through the lava, it was a secret on the other side. So, but again, looking for these secrets will hurt that part time. Another Risk of Rain type comparison is, to me, the music's kind of cool. I don't know if it's as good as Risk of Rain, but it's pretty wacky. It's pretty fun. Let me go. Oh, here's one of the secrets. So it shows arrows. Boom. Tells you the bottom right secret found. Cool. Thanks. Yeah, but each level seems like has its own different sound and everything, which is kind of cool. Let me go ahead and let you just hear a minute or so of the music. You can see, you wouldn't really get, I don't get bored of listening to that, but maybe you would, I don't know. It sounds pretty good to me. Again, not like as cool as Risk of Rain, but it's a nice little feature that you wouldn't expect a indie game to really have. And again, the different weapons I've unlocked so far, I don't feel like they have a different DPS to them. I do feel like they have different feels though. Obviously this pizza throw kind of bounces, whereas the other ones would, one of them is kind of like a machine gun type thing, one of them is more like a shotgun. So they have different features. I don't know if the DPS is different, I could be wrong on that, but they don't really feel different. Since you have 84 coins in the top left, go ahead and we could, if we want to buy this badge. Should we buy it? Just gonna figure out. Buy. There we go. I don't know why I wasn't reacting properly, but alright, there we go. So now I have an extra jump, so I think I might have like 4 jumps. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I have 4 jumps now. That's pretty cool. Oh, yep, there's some fall damage for you. So starting with a 3 jump is pretty cool in my opinion, so that's the one I'm starting with so far. So then you get to a boss round with this little skull here, so let's go ahead and see what we got. So we have Dr. Turret. This is one of the easier boss levels, but you kind of have to just watch everything. I mean, they're pretty much all the same as far as they're all going to be shooting a lot of projectiles at you. You have to make sure you're doing a good job of avoiding them, circle strafing, whatever. I'm not really doing that good job. I'm taking quite a bit of damage here. Circle strafing usually works, but usually is not going to, oh my god, see now it's just not good. You might need to pay a little bit more attention than I am right now. And I died. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and give it another go. Explain a few other things. Alright. Bluegrass. Okay, it just shows you loadouts. So let's go back to the menu. Let's try a different loadout here. I'm gonna try this Egon's Pride just because it's kind of cool. Now on the bottom you can actually have two different things you can toggle on. The silly dialogue, which is the game's quote-unquote story, which so far I haven't found it to be really anything much. It's almost like a tutorial where he'll just kind of talk to you about via text, like this is that or this is this. Again, I haven't gotten that far, so maybe there's more quote-unquote story, but just kind of like silly I mean, really is just kind of silly dialogue, as it says. In the endless mode, instead of being able to quote-unquote beat the game, you can just keep continually going if that's what you so to choose. Which again, haven't got to that point, so. Again, so you always start in foyer, and then it's different after that. Let's see if we can actually beat it this time. Now this time I'm actually going to try to do a rush. I don't know why I'm collecting these coins if I'm going to rush it, but let's just say I rush it. But again, just kind of like Risk of Rain, you could stay in the area and collect XP and whatnot, or you can just rush through, you know, and Risk of Rain to the teleporter, beat the boss, and be on your merry way. But if you do that, the level's going to get progressively harder, and your weapon won't be upgraded, and you're going to have a hard time with things. So as you can see, this has already been completely different than what we've experienced. Those little boxes, wherever you are pointing, basically, they'll send you. So I can just keep going up, up, up. Not really sure where I need to be going. I shouldn't go there. Whoa! Ooh, that's a nasty hit. Some more Bible things. You can see this isn't even that easy, and this is just a bloody first level. Jeez. Blue stuff obviously slows you down. Let's go ahead and take the stairs, shall we? See what happens. I don't think rushing for this is even going to work at this point. Oh, it's right there. Yes, it would. I was trying to get fancy with it. Get off me. Now that I have no health left at all, I'm not going to be able to beat this. Just, you know, testament to taking your time, beating the level with as much health as possible. Who cares about the part? Ah, so close. She had like 2 hits left. Boom, 11 deaths. Let's try this again. But the game's real fun, and it has, in my opinion, it does have a decent amount of replayability, just for the simple fact that even if you hypothetically beat it, you could always push yourself to maybe do the endless mode, or you could always use different types of guns and weapons and abilities that you may be able to encounter. Different perks to challenge yourself. There's also, as you can tell, there's secrets that I am horrible at finding, and there's also, besides that, the big par being able to complete a level. So I mean, there's definitely a lot of achievements you want to look for. This one, in my opinion, is one of the easier ones. You just find this big spike on the wall, and the walls start to collapse in on you, which becomes an issue because, as you can, well, take my word for it, there's shit bouncing around behind me. Yep, you see one right there. Obviously much easier than the one we just faced, though. Oh, okay. As soon as you blow it up, everything kind of gets killed, and you're able to get that. There's a crit chance for my weapon. As you can see, it's weapon mod crit. Pretty cool. Go link zone. I could kill these guys if I wanted to get the, you know, some XP and some health, and then you get a badge, a health badge, and then there you go. So I beat that in 1 minute and 12 seconds, which is, you know, beat stage par, which I don't really know if that does anything except for the achievements, and obviously I didn't find any secrets or anything like that. So let's see how far I can get in this next one, which is Gear Works with par 5 minutes. When I was going super slow, man, it was taking me like 10-15 minutes to beat like a par 5 minute course. So it can definitely take a while, because as we saw, you know, 2 levels back, there was a lot in that level, but all I had to do is go up the ramp just to get to the next zone, so there really wasn't much there. Jesus. A lot of strafing, a lot of awareness of what's going on. One thing it doesn't seem like is in this game is really not like actual like monsters or enemies that actually move and try to get you. At least not that I've found yet. It's a lot of the stationary stuff where you have to just be aware. Is this killable? No, no. That you just have to kind of be aware of your surroundings. Die. Let's go up here. See if we can't find anything else, or I can just keep dropping down. See, there's probably a secret in there, I just don't know where the hell it is. As you can see, there's all these new mechanics that they just keep introducing you to. These gears that'll make you spin. Now, to be honest, I think I've seen a level like this before, so I don't know if it's completely randomized or if they just have a bunch of different ones that it'll pick through, but Jesus Christ. It's one of those games where you really have to have those twitch reflex going, and you really have to know what you're doing and paying attention, and usually commentating is probably not the best while you're trying to do that. But definitely think this game's fun. I think you should definitely check it out. I think it's good value, even at full price, $15. This game's gonna give you a lot of hours worth of content. And what's also cool about the game, and they also say this in the Steam channel, is that you can just pick it up for half an hour and play it. You know, it's not something that you need to devote a lot of time to. You're most likely not gonna last that long anyway. So there's a lot of options here, a lot of replayability with the different modes and challenging yourself and just experiencing different things. That's the biggest thing. I think this game's gonna keep you coming back until you probably beat it. And then depending on how much you like it, you might continue even after that. But hasn't felt bland or repetitive at all yet, so I'm happy with it, and I think you guys should check it out. Once again, guys, Tower of Guns, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.